in the snow. A row, a hoe, pedaling drunk with no toes. Bipolar music, high highs and low lows. A rocker flow tighter, blowing up like a lighter. Mr. Cypher.
Oh, did not AQT. Do you reckon that's right? I didn't do that.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I haven't spoken to Real Aussie today either.
I hadn't spoken to these two all day, so I didn't speak to everyone.
No.
Not words to words, no.
Ah, she's got the laughy emoji, so she's just joking.
We know
We didn't speak long today, I must admit, but I'll make up for that.
He'll make up for it. You got to get a whole nother week of no sleep.
Mama Goodie's saying Dave the Gardener's still fired. Still fired. But he's coming on the panel later just to air some differences. I think he's good with it, but he's going to air his differences with AQT.
Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true.
He might be totally different. Once we get him on the panel, he might be totally different about it. He might be cool. He just wants to hang out, he said. I just want to hang out. He misses like having things to do, like work, earning money.
Who the hell has time for work?
Being able to buy food. He misses that bit. Dave the Gardener misses that part of it. Of course you would. Eating's important.
Peeking through the windows, maybe a little bit. Checking out the washing line. Do people even have washing lines in America? Actually, kind of asking for real.
Oh, okay. Just gonna. Oh, he's actually here.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, I didn't look down in the basement. All right, it's a bit earlier than I thought. We're going to have Dave the Gardener up on the panel. I'll just maybe take this down so we've got us all up here. And here he is, Dave the Gardener. Dave, how you going?
Hello.
Hello, Dave.
Can you hear us, Dave?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Have you been okay?
You sound like a gardener.
Yes, I'm part of the gardener community. Let's mow, let's grow.
Okay, Dave. I reached out to you because I know how you feel about getting fired, and I reached out to you. Do you want to know how I found you?
How did you find me?
Google Maps. Your van is out the front, and I got the phone number and first the phone number, but your email address is on your van. So I got that, and that's how I contacted you. Sent you that email this afternoon, and talked to you and get you up on the panel and just hear your part of it, being fired, and how you doing.
I think trim bushes are very beautiful, and I miss them.
Mm-hmm.
I do miss the trim bushes.
You're missing.
Mm-hmm.
Bushes.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that very much.
Dave, I've just put up the slide of you now mowing, and I did reach out to you, as I said. And that's the little thing. I don't know if you've seen this. Dave the Gardener, gone but not forgotten.
Yes, I could never be forgotten.
You won't, not to me, because I knew you a short while, and I've got to say, I'm saying this in a real sincere and nice way. You're a little bit creepy at times. Just saying.
What is creepy about gardening?
Not in the way you're gardening. It's the way you went. Look, you're a bit. What's the word for it? I'm trying to think. It's not going to come to me, but you did run over a lot of things that you shouldn't have probably in your time there. And I'm sure you didn't mean to do it, but I don't know if you can see the picture. Something about your dress code too is not really up to standard.
Oh, come on. Every gardener does not wear a shirt.
Yeah. AQT is there, say, Ozzy, you're not serious. You're serious. That she didn't think you'd be up in it. See, Linda's saying, Ozzy, the private investigation. Mm-hmm.
Well, how hard is it to find a man that live in a van down by the river?
The river. Mm-hmm.
I do. I live in a van down by the river.
I'm going to miss his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He's got such a nice ass.
Well, there you go. AQT says, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry what's happened to you, Dave. Now, you're sorry now. I'm so embarrassed. Well, do you have any hard feelings about her just booting you?
No. I have other lawns that I do mow.
Mm-hmm.
and other bushes that I trim.
Mm-hmm. You did seem to have a lot of you did spend a lot of time at AQT's place mowing though. It seemed like you mowed there probably 4 or 5 times a week. It seemed pretty um, strange from an outsider looking in.
Well, yeah, she got a lot of bushes.
She may have a lot of bushes, but you seem to you were there just probably much to mow, and it seemed like the lawn couldn't be mowed any more than you were mowing it already.
Well, I want it to be the perfect height every day. Just like when somebody is making a movie, they cut their hair so it is the same length in every scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what about running over the downpipe consistently? Do you never thought that that'd be a thing?
I was avoiding the squirrels.
The squirrels?
Yeah, you don't want to run over the squirrels, so it's either the squirrel or the downpipe.
That's how you look at it, is it? Did
Yeah.
you know? Did you know the grass clippings are not supposed to go in the canal out the back, and you consistently did that and sprayed the boat, but you didn't?
Well, I was thinking about the motorcyclist because you don't want to put the grass clippings in the street
Mm-hmm.
because when a motorcycle hits a grass clipping, they slide all over and they get into accidents.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a safety issue.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a boat slipping and getting in an accident off of grass clippings? No.
No, no. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't. Um, just on that again, like I said, you spent an abnormal amount of time at AQT's place, and I can't see how physically you get around to all the other customers if you spent most of the time at her place.
Well, her place was when I was recovering from sniffing the gas.
You're sniffing gas,
Yes.
like two stroke fuel, or just normal
Yes.
gasoline,
Petrol.
petrol. Okay.
The stuff you put in the mower?
Did you go to gardening school or anything like that, or just like decide to buy that business? Because I know it was owned by somebody else before you,
They don't have no goddamn school.
so you don't need a license to ride on that mower. Because
No.
I've got to check my Twitter. Hang on. Do you know that your former employee is actually in the chat?
Well,
I didn't.
hello, Miss QLT.
Mm-hmm. I didn't warn you about that. I said sometimes comes here, but
You need to
uh,
rehire me so I can come back and trim your grass every day.
mm-hmm. All
I
right.
can spend instead of 6 hours at your house, I can spend 7 if you need me to.
Okay. Gonna have to. I've got some. I'm gonna ask you to give me a second. I'm gonna ask you to explain a couple of things. I got sent some, not evidence. I'm not putting you on the spot because you haven't seen this, but I'm going to just show you and get your response on this one. Apart from that, it's all good. You haven't, you're surviving on less money, I guess.
Well, we do have a good highway system in Florida, so I can get a lot of roadkill.
Mm-hmm.
So
You prefer that?
yeah, well, it makes it easy to eat.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a family, Dave?
Everybody has a family.
Mm.
I
I'm
just do
just gonna,
not see them.
I've just got a photo someone sent me in Twitter just then. I'll bring it up on the screen. I'll get your response to this because I'm not sure. Can you run us through? Are you familiar with this downpipe, Dave?
Yes, it's the one I was avoiding squirrels.
So you're avoiding squirrels when you repeatedly ran this one over.
Yes, but notice I did not mess up the sprinkler.
The pop-up sprinkler's still in one place. I agree, but that
So I
fucking
was
downpipe
being
looks pretty
careful.
fucked. Hmm.
Well, it still is functional.
It is functional, hmm but do you think this might have, attributed to the reason you're no longer working there anymore, or?
Well, I think she would have been more offended by a bunch of squirrel carcasses.
Okay. Tamsa Kiwi's got a question. You seem to spend a lot of time in the front bushes. Is that common practice?
Well, yes, because nobody sees the bushes in the back.
Hmm. So you preferred a front bush? Is that what you were saying?
Well, that's usually where the bushes are located.
Hmm. Unless you wax, but just saying.
Are you gonna make jokes about bleaching the bushes too?
It's how I roll here. It's my show, Dave. Unless you're fucking taking over.
Oh
How long
no,
you? Did you think you should have maybe told the customer that you've ran this thing over repeatedly?
well, I did not have my insurance in place at the time, so I was just waiting for it to start up again,
Hmm.
and then I would have said something.
Um, the customer who's in the chat is saying you hit it. You hit it every day, every single day.
Yes, she had a lot of squirrels.
See, she's saying it's got a lot of squirrels. So, Mama Goonie, you seen this? We've actually got Dave the gardener up on the panel. We don't fuck around here. We just like go straight to the source. I didn't want to keep calling you out, Dave, because you were a bit. I'm trying to say this. I'm backing away a little bit. You were a little bit creepy with. I don't know why you had a big ladder to get up to the second story. Because what was that about? You seem to be cleaning windows when it's not really part of your scope of your gardening. Um,
Well, they had stuff growing on the walls, this kind of mothy stuff, and I
hmm.
was cleaning that. And you
Hmm.
figure, well, moth is a living thing,
Hmm.
so you got to take care of that too as a gardener.
As a gardener, you took it on. So you just took it on yourself as a bit of extra service. You know you could. You know you can see in those windows, so you clearly could see. That was the bathroom that went through to the bathroom. You know that. That's why she was a bit. Uh,
I was not aware that that was a bathroom per se.
yeah, she was probably getting changed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the circumstances, but I know it's hard for you to deal with. But I don't think she's going to sue or anything. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. But I think she just give you a bit of a severance pay, and
Well, yeah,
she.
I don't think she should sue either because it's never a good idea to sue somebody who has nothing to sue for.
Hmm. Well, fair enough. Um, Chlorine. Okay, chlorine belongs in the pool, not the back door. Ah, so we're putting chlorine in her back door.
No, I am not the pool man. I am the gardener.
Are you were you playing around with her back door?
No, I was mowing the
Just
lawn and trimming the bushes.
you so you're just mowing her front lawn and you weren't playing around with her back door. Is that what you're saying?
I was mowing the back too.
You were get so you were you're playing around with her back door as
No,
well. That's the front. Hmm.
I was mowing lawns and trimming bushes.
Hmm. AQT says, Aussie, are you ready to mow my lawn now? I'm committed to doing that. I don't want you to feel any way about this, Dave. So I'm it's going to be me and AQT from here on in.
So now you're gonna be the shirtless one though.
I'm probably not going to hit that fucking downpipe every day. Just saying. I'm not calling you out here, mate. But not,
So she's gonna
she's
have a lot of dead squirrels.
well. I got nothing against squirrels. AQT says you tried to bleach her back door. G'day, Deidre Baker, and g'day, Lucy Luxer. Good to see you guys here. We've got Dave the gardener, former employee of AQT. He was the gardener who just recently. I'm sorry, Dave. It was me that sort of asked for you to be relieved of your position. So don't blame her. It was me. I got a bit weirded out by you. Just saying. It's probably me. Just it's probably nothing. It's just like the pictures I got of you. Um, maybe now we've been talking. We spoke. We spoke. Well, how long today? Probably 3 hours.
Yes, I was very tired after that conversation.
I'm a bit like that. I think I'm a bit draining for people.
Yes, you talk and talk and talk.
Well, That's the cocaine that does that. So no, not you weren't that interesting. I didn't find you that interesting. It's just that I was pretty fucked up on coke.
Yeah, well, I was pretty messed up on petrol fumes too.
Yeah, go on about that a bit, don't you? About the petrol fumes.
I like to just get up there and sniff it, and then when I go in do the bushes, I go trim 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 trim, 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 trim. It makes everything go a lot faster.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. People saying show the pictures. Well, Mama Goonie, there's the photo of the downpipe that he runs over every day. I'm not. We're not. Look, this isn't a trial. We're not putting you on trial here, Dave. That wasn't why we got you here, mate. So I'm not trying to do that by any stretch. But I won't bring all the photos up of you. But
Well, you can show the photos of my wonderful shirtless physique. I don't mind that at all.
you got legs like a chicken. Just saying. Not nothing wrong with that. Because you very athletic legs. Did you ever participate in the Olympic Games or anything for the Gardeners Olympic Games? I know you all have that. That's a thing there.
Well, yes, we have an event called Running from the Jealous Husbands,
Mm-hmm.
and I always won that.
So this isn't the first time this has happened to you. You've been called out for not saying you are being a little bit creepy at times.
Just a wee tad, eh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Any anything you'd like to talk to your former employee about?
I just waiting for her to rehire me.
Hmm.
I just wait for her to rehire me.
Oh, you think that's a chance?
Oh yes, because I am a wonderful gardener. Besides running over drain pipe.
So you obviously regret that.
Oh, of course. Next time I would just take out the squirrel.
You got to sing about the squirrels, though, don't you?
Well, yes, I love all living things, and I don't want to hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just get a trap?
Yeah. Good point, Tan. Do you want to ask Dave the gardener any questions, you guys? We've got you up here for a reason, so.
Yeah, I know. I thought I'd let you, deal with it first.
Yeah.
I have questions for the
there we go.
defendant.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Am I speaking? Am I allowed?
Go.
Yeah.
Dave, the gardener.
Yes.
Does Mr. Dave know that you spend all this time in bushes?
Well, yes.
Other people's bushes?
Yes.
Not even your bushes. Do you spend that much time in her bushes?
Oh, of course.
Of
I
course.
am.
So you've got a thing. Is it the bushes that you like, or
I am a bushmaster.
you're a bushman? I live in New Zealand. Bushmen are cool.
But the Bushmaster, he is.
I can't
Master of
keep it
all
up
bushes.
anymore.
He's a master of all
I
bushes.
was all good in the chat. Now I've lost my lawyability.
Our day will come. G'day.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's this says,
Ah.
obviously he's a gardener. G'day, Johnny. G'day, our day will come. Welcome back, Hunter. Mama Goonie says, strong ladders. Strong legs for all the ladder climbing you have been doing, Dave.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
This might sound out of right field, Dave. What level of schooling did you do? Just saying.
I went all the way up until I graduated from 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last grade, I said, I'm going to go mow.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to go to school no more.
Mow your boat.
Down there.
Gently through the hedges.
I'll get Emerald. Alyssa doesn't trust you for some reason. These are people in the chat. I know you're not used to these.
I don't really trust bushmasters. Especially front bushmasters. If you were totally into the back bush, sweet as. But you're right for the front bush.
I think he spends both equal amounts of times playing around with the front bush as well as the back bush.
Front and the back bush. Oh my gosh. Okay, you are trouble.
Do you actually
Guilty.
sit there and do you sniff the bushes?
Yeah.
Do I
You
sniff the? Yeah.
Oh, and you bleach. You
Oh.
bleach to backside.
you tried bleaching her backside. What was that all about?
Mm.
I do not recall that. That might have been when I was under the
I do
influence
not recall.
of the
I did not inhale.
of the gasoline.
Ah, you might be
Mm.
under the influence.
Under the influence of
High.
gasoline.
Yeah, he was
Wow.
high on the gasoline.
Hard times for you, mate.
Mm.
AQT would like we should. I don't know if she wants to come up here. She might be a bit embarrassed about talking to your former employee, but she said
Oh, you nicked her down post.
nicking my downspout
Downspout.
was painful. Oh, she's saying licking. I think she's saying licking.
Downspout.
Licking my downs. I think it's supposed to be licking. Licking my
What's
downspout
a
was painful.
downspout?
The thing I was showing.
Oh, the thing that the water comes down off the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Welcome, Michael's workshop. Thank you for joining, mate. Deidre Baker says, "Does he trim the bush when it's wet?"
Mm-hmm.
Good question. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes. Always, it's the best time to trim them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Say you like it in the wet. I've noticed. I was actually watching one time when it was fucking pouring down, raining, and you were out there mowing, and I went, "Okay, great."
Oh yes, and I love when that it's rain's coming down and I do not have my shirt on and my body is glistening. That is a
Mhm.
beautiful thing.
That's probably where I got you fired, Dave. I'm just saying. When you were doing the glistening bit with the shirt off, I probably pretty much put in and said, "You got to get rid of this guy. I feel threatened." I didn't know you, and pretty much I said, "Get rid of him."
My mowing and glistening and dancing all out in the rain.
Doreen,
Mhm.
type it in the chat what your question is.
Yeah, Doreen's got a question. Chuck it
Okay,
in the.
Doreen, shoot.
Mhm. Shoot, not
Oh, we
literally.
have.
Don't
Mm.
shoot literally.
No. No shooting.
AQT said touching my gutter was really off limits. She drew the line and everything. She was putting up with playing around with her front lawn and her back lawn, but she drew the line at touching her gutter, because if you go, what the gutter is, the G word.
Uh-oh.
That's not
Deidre
good
wants to
word.
know, Dave, do you whistle while you trim?
Do I wear it? Yes, of course.
What's the tune that you whistle?
It depends.
Woo.
Oh, you wear depends.
No, that depends on what I whistle.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay.
Your former
It's a
employee,
style. It's called
AQT.
the whistle while you listen.
Sometimes I whistle to ABBA's Dancing Queen.
Mhm.
I love that song.
Okay.
Song, song, song.
Sorry, I can't stop laughing. Where's that question gone? Fuck, it moved too quick to chat.
Doreen
Um,
asks, do I trim both men and women's bushes?
mhm.
Yeah.
The answer is, honey,
You've got-
if they pay me, I'm a trimming that bush.
Mhm.
Okay. Get you. Mm-hmm.
So I gather, I would say probably pretty much that the men you'd be spending more time with their back bushes.
It is not gay if they pay.
AQT says, your former employer says, whacking in public really got the neighborhood talking, Dave.
She talking about the weeds?
Yeah, and you're whacking in public.
Yes, I am a proficient weed whacker.
Well, that's, people don't know. Just to fill you in, and AQT is showing you, but just telling Emerald Isle, Aussie found my gardener's truck on Google Maps. So we're looking at Google Maps, and there out the front of her house on Google Map is your truck. And that's where I got your email from today, or yesterday actually. I got it. Michael's got a question for you, Dave.
Okay.
Have you ever trimmed the bush of someone you just met before you went about your business together? So you just met that person, you're straight in, I'll trim your bush for you, and you just went home back to their place and you trimmed their bush?
Like if I met somebody at a bar.
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
Oh,
Aisle 7 at the supermarket.
yes, I've had a couple of one-nighters.
Uh-huh. So just went
Front
around,
and back?
quickly
Front and
trimmed.
back
Yeah.
or just front?
What was it? A question, Miss Tams?
Front and back or just the front?
Yes, both.
Is back preferably something you'd like to get to know the person first?
Well, sometimes if they know you, they won't let you do the back. They only do that so you never have to see them again.
That makes sense. Johnny's list says the downpipe is a very traditional urban phallic symbol relating to sun worship. Hunter's back, and he had some problem with the TV messing up the line service earlier.
We're having some problems with the gardener.
Emerald, our day will come and says, why did he fire him? I'm Aussie. Aussie is not the boss. Wow.
Yeah, he's not your real dad. Why'd you listen?
I kind of am the boss in a relationship. So
I can't
Dave,
see you wearing the pants, honestly. Not
no,
with
I'm
those
not. I'm not that.
jeggings.
Yeah, I'm not that sort of. Oh, you're not those pants.
Yeah, he doesn't wear pants. He wears cargo shorts.
Dave, I know you said you had some other customers, but was AQT one of your biggest customers? Because you were there fucking every day. Just saying.
Well, she was.
Watch how you answer that question.
So I wanted to make sure I did quality work for her.
Oh, you did quality work.
Yes.
You wanted her to come back for more?
Oh, she was. You were coming back for more every day, Dave. So I don't know if it was.
It was quality. As I said, it was like when somebody is making a movie and they get their hair cut every day, so it is the same in every scene.
So she was easy? She was an easy mo?
Did not say she was an easy mo. I just said she's a very nice lady, so I wanted it to be a quality job.
She's a beautiful lady. I can understand that, and but as I said, I had to own up that I was the one that got you the relieved of your position.
Well, jealousy is a very ugly thing, Mr. Aussie Outlaw.
Yeah, but I couldn't help it. It was that the thing that overcame me. It overcame me, and AQD saying Aussie's in charge of my gutter now, so I don't want you feeling a bit indifferent towards me.
Good question, Doreen. Doreen's asked a really good question. She said, Dave, do you ever call your employees for a bush that has not been mowed in a while?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you might need a bit of backup.
Yeah, sometimes you need some help with them really outlandish and big untrimmed bushes.
Down there.
Linda's saying, I wouldn't let this guy around my house. No offense to you, Dave, but Linda's pretty straightforward. She said, I wouldn't let, you're not producing yourself you're not selling yourself too well, is what she's saying. And Jeffro is saying, Dave, did you ever hang out with her pool boy?
No, I did not hang out with the pool boy. Chlorine and gasoline do not mix well.
Yeah, gag that.
It's a fucking explosion.
Hey, Dave, do you ever name your bushes?
No, I would not name a bush.
You don't name it?
Have a pet name for it?
Oh, Michael's Workshop's got a good question.
Sometimes I call him, hey, little bushy. Let me come here, you. But
Right, Michael's question's important. This is really important because, you know, we're in that age of sanitization. So, have you ever seen the bush where the crabs lived?
Have I ever seen the bush where the crabs lived? So you're asking if I've ever been in an unclean bush? No.
Yes,
Pretty much.
have you ever been in an unclean bush?
I have never been in an unclean bush.
Always thinking about it. Or a smelly bush. Oh, I wouldn't want to go there.
Hmm.
He can't answer.
Sorry.
You don't talk to the bushes so they grow
There's
quicker?
another question. Mama Gooney's got a question there too, girls, if you want to read it, ladies.
Oh, where is it? I lost it.
Uh,
Going up. Mama Goonie, where are you? Okay. Am I at the right place? Does he trim her bushes at night? And if so, why?
Mm-hmm.
No, I do in the daylight because that way I can see the bushes.
I got. Your former employees just sent me some more pictures. I'm just trying to get them up. So if you just keep talking, I'll get them up.
Michael's
Do you ever
looking
sing
so
to your
great.
bushes so they grow quicker?
Do I speak to the bush? Oh, of course. And
Or
I
sing?
think to
No,
them.
sing.
Yes, I sing to them,
Uh-huh.
and I tell them stories.
Well, what's your
Oh.
favourite
Here we
snack
go.
to sing to them?
In
You
the
ever do that?
bushes. Do you ever motorbike the bushes? Because I heard they like that kind of thing.
No, I have not motorboated bushes, but I do sing to them. I usually sing stuff like from Boys to Men,
Mm-hmm.
I'll make love to you.
and
Like that.
Oh, Dave's got a bit of sense of humour. I noticed he did a little bit of a chuckle then.
I was laughing because she was laughing.
You're humouring her.
No, because I found her laugh amusing, and so that made me laugh.
Where are you originally from, Dave? You're from Florida? Florida?
I was traveling all around the lower parts of the Americas,
Mm-hmm.
like in Georgia and Louisiana and Alabama and Florida.
Is there any reason you had to keep leaving cities? Am I like kidding you?
I never had to. I just like to move around.
Yeah, but is that linked to what we brought up about the sort of you climbing ladders with customers and stuff?
Oh
Just
no,
saying. I'm not accusing you, man. You know
no!
what I'm like. We've talked all day.
I like moving to areas where I have more opportunities.
What, more bush? Is what you're saying?
Have you ever been accused of over pruning the bush?
Yeah, over servicing the bush, even.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that a few times.
Maybe some funny touching of bushes.
Yeah, bushes that
Untoward
shouldn't be touched.
actions.
Mm-hmm.
I've only touched bushes that consented.
Manipulating the bushes. Mm-hmm.
Do you ever find the man in the boat while you're in the bushes?
Mm-hmm.
He's been lost for a while, so I'm
Uh-huh.
curious.
Well, yeah. After searching for a bit of time, I have found it.
Mm.
You found it after a bit of time. Oh, that's good. At least you found it
At
eventually.
least you looked for it. Some people,
Yeah.
some gardeners wouldn't look for it, and they don't really please the customer the way they should be.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That man in the boat's very important of bush.
G'day,
Growing.
Cat's Eyes. How you
I
doing?
have never been accused of being selfish.
Never been selfish bush pruner. That's good.
Yeah.
Deidre says, Dave, do you stay on the bush longer than you should?
I have been told that I have. Yes.
Okay. Carolina Hillbilly, welcome, mate. Thank you.
Have you ever found any wild bushes? Mama Goonie would like to know.
Mm-hmm.
Have I what?
Any wild bushes?
Well, I think most bushes are wild.
Just your former employee's just given me some more photos, and I've got it here. And this is of her. This is her front.
Here we go.
This is her front lawn. Clearly a duck there. She said she still has squirrels. She doesn't want to come up on the panel. There's a duck there, Dave.
Yes. I did not put him there.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But he. And what about this one? This is actual photos too, by the way, guys. I'm not making this up. She sent them to me. Just saying.
You left your snake.
Snakes right on her dock at the back of her house.
Yes, and
You
that is
left a
not my
snake
fault.
on her deck.
Do you know what it's like? You clearly didn't look after her deck. Not that I'm saying she has a deck, but she does. Well, I've
You
got a
didn't
deck.
clean that deck very well.
Do you clean your deck after you? After you've, well, I should say this. After you trim the bushes, do you clean your deck?
I clean my deck. I don't worry about nobody else's deck. I
If
accuse me of decking around.
mm-hmm. Well, but you avoided the squirrels. But I was saying there's ducks there and freaking snakes. That's what I'm trying to get at, mate.
Well, yeah, and did you see a dead snake or a dead duck? No.
You didn't clean that deck very well at all.
Yeah. Do you, from customer to customer, do you clean the deck before you go to the next customer?
I clean my deck. I don't clean their decks. That has nothing to do with my gardening.
Ah, but climbing up to the window is part of your gardening.
Well, yes, because of the moth. I explained that.
I didn't think you explained it that well. And that's the downpipe again. For the people who don't know, this is probably what I'm not that jealous type of person. Well, God, I am, but
It's a bit of a fat pipe, that is.
yeah, and because he was like mowing the lawn the front lawn, playing around with their front lawn most days, and then the back lawn occasionally, and he just used to run this thing over. But he never said anything. That really pissed me off, Dave. Just saying. But
Didn't even clean up his pipe mess.
Hulk Arena's here. G'day, mate. Good to see you. A little snake in
and
the
I know
bush.
something else. I know something else. When he mows the lawn, he doesn't do it the right way. He just goes any pattern.
He doesn't give a fuck. That's what we're saying.
Doreen
You can see circles and stuff
wants
in it.
to know something important. She'd like to know, how often do you clean the back deck?
You guys are so obsessed with the deck.
We like decks.
I'm sure you do.
We like a clean deck.
AQT is saying there's no way I would get on the panel with Dave now, that he is so friendly with everyone's bushes now.
I would just say, when it is my deck, I will wash it as fast and as hard as I want to.
Our day will come and says, do you talk to the bushes like people talk to flowers?
Yes, and I think.
And Deidre's saying, Dave, do you stay on the bush longer than you should sometimes?
Yeah, we went through that one, and I said I have been accused of that.
Okay, over manipulating the bush.
I quite like the idea of motorboating bushes. It sounds like a good idea.
AQD says, can we move along now? This has been so embarrassing.
Well, yes, I do have to go. So I thank you for having me up, and so I could defend myself. I think we made plenty of progress here, and I look forward to being rehired.
Thank you for being here, Dave the gardener.
Pardon me?
I don't know when the last time I had my bush trimmed.
So many good questions, like, does Dave have a veranda on his deck? The bush whisperer. Linda says, push in the bush. Fuck me.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Dave, you take care.
Thank you for being here, Dave the gardener.
Dave, and hopefully you can drop by every now and then.
And remember to let's mow and grow.
Okay.
If you're ever in the neighbourhood, just drop by. You're quite welcome to join the panel, David. Dave.
Okay, thank you very much. You guys have a good night.
Okay, mate. Now fuck off.
You have a good night too. Just stay out of the dirty bushes.
Fuck off. Wow. That just fucking wow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Should I feel privileged or just meet a bush whisperer? I
So
don't
you
know.
feel privileged that we met AQT's gardener?
AQT
don't
says,
know.
"Fuck off, the guy, Dave the gardener." She said, "Fuck off." She
That
Oh,
was
look
a
at her. She's been
surprise.
hanging out
She's
with you too long. She's telling you, well, fuck off now. Fuck off.
told her I'll get her fucking to the dark side. Alyssa's not convinced. Still don't trust him.
Yeah, nah, he's a bit pushy.
Oh, I had to get rid. I said to her, just get rid of that fucking guy. Thankfully, she listened to me.
Our day will come once to know if he's a bit slow. Only AQT can tell us that.
Yeah.
You a bit
She
slow
feels
or
better for it.
not?
Now I'm mowing her lawn, so I don't. He didn't feel any way about it though.
He
didn't seem
wasn't
to-
bothered.
even-
He's got
did
plenty more bush to mow.
Did he look bothered?
Not bothered.
Our day will come says he's a bit slow. Is he a bit slow? Little, but a nice guy all the same, wasn't he?
Funny how David Melbourne's suddenly back.
Oh, g'day, David Melbourne. How you been, mate? Good to see you.
I think they're related.
He did seem a bit daft.
Bit daft. I think it was a bit too much